When you hear the word Vikings, what comes to mind? Horned helmets, brutal raids, ships slicing through icy seas? That's only half the story. What if I told you the real Viking history is far more complex, fascinating, and even civilized? Hidden behind the legends of bloodshed and fire lies a Norse civilization rich in art, innovation, and global connection. In this video, we'll unravel the secret history of the Vikings, beyond the raids. Stay with us. You're about to discover the side of the Vikings you were never told about. The Viking Age, roughly spanning from the late 8th to early 11th century, is often portrayed as a time of endless raiding and conquest. Yes, Vikings did raid monasteries and coastal towns, but that's not the full story. That's just the loudest one. The deeper Viking history reveals explorers, traders, and builders who left a lasting impact on the world in ways rarely discussed. Let's begin in Scandinavia, the cradle of Norse civilization. Far from being lawless marauders, Viking societies were highly organized. They had local assemblies called things, where disputes were settled democratically. Their laws were passed down orally for generations, and justice was a crucial part of their community. But what might surprise you is their role as traders and travelers. Vikings reached as far west as North America and as far east as modern-day Baghdad. They didn't just pillage. They traded silver, silk, spices, glass, and even slaves. In fact, some of their most significant wealth came not from war, but from commerce. The Viking longship, a symbol of their power, wasn't just a war machine. Its design allowed for speed, shallow water travel, and long-distance exploration. Thanks to these ships, the Norse reached Greenland and even established a settlement in Vinland believed to be part of modern-day Canada, nearly 500 years before Columbus. But the secret layers of Viking life don't end with travel. They were gifted craftsmen and artists. Intricate wood carvings, metalwork, and woven textiles have been found across Scandinavia and beyond. They believed deeply in fate, the gods, and a rich mythology that still influences pop culture today, from Thor and Loki to the concept of Valhalla. And when it comes to women, Viking society was surprisingly progressive for its time. Norse women could inherit property, file for divorce, and run businesses. Some were even warriors, shield maidens. Though the historical accuracy of these stories is still debated, recent DNA tests on Viking graves show that women were buried with weapons, hinting at roles far beyond the home. Another often overlooked part of Viking history is their role in shaping modern Europe. They didn't just attack the British Isles, they settled them. The city of York, for example, was a thriving Viking capital. The Normans, who later conquered England in 1066, were actually descendants of Viking settlers in France. In a way, Viking influence never really faded, it simply evolved. Even their language left a mark. English words like sky, knife, husband, window, and anger all come from Old Norse. Every time we use them, we echo the legacy of the Vikings. So, were they brutal? Yes. But were they also builders, explorers, artists, and traders? Absolutely. Their raids made headlines in history, but their contributions shaped continents quietly and permanently. This is the secret history of the Vikings, a story beyond the flames of conquest. It's the tale of a people who dared to travel further, build smarter, and live richer lives than we were ever taught in textbooks. If you enjoyed this journey into hidden Viking secrets, give this video a like and subscribe to Unrevealed Facts for more untold stories from history. Let us know in the comments, what part of Viking life surprised you the most?